Okay, so today we are going to make a low-fat cheesecake. So I'm going to start making low-fat recipes for you guys as much as I can. I used to do this a lot in the past. I kind of veered away from it, but it's the holidays. It's colder outside. Let's make some less guilty pleasures. So first we're going to do a low-fat cheesecake. I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible and do it step by step. And here we go. All right, time to make the homemade low-fat graham cracker pie crust, honey-made low-fat graham crackers, 9-inch pie sheet, and it's going to take around a whole package of those. And I smashed them in a Ziploc bag with a roller, and now it calls for 1.5 cups of the crushed up graham crackers in a bowl, which I haven't put yet, and it also calls for 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. This is actually Truvia cut with brown sugar, so it's stevia and erythritol with brown sugar, so it's a little bit, I guess, not full sugar, so it's a little bit better for you. And then 3 tablespoons of vanilla Greek yogurt. I chose vanilla. You can do plain non-flavored as well. Into the bowl. So now I'm going to mix this with this, stir it together, and I'm going to smash it into the 9-inch pie sheet here. We'll show you what that looks like. And then, of course, we're going to bake it for 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. All right, guys, I poured all the mixed up contents into the 9-inch pie sheet. And I basically just used my hands, washed them thoroughly, and pressed everything as firmly as I could to the pie crust. Looks pretty good. It actually doesn't stick to your hands. It's pretty nice. And we're actually going to put it in the oven, like I said, 350 degrees, and more so 5 to 7 minutes, just to get it a little bit more solidified. So we're going to stick it in the oven now. All right. All right, guys, just took the pie crust out of the oven after 5 minutes. Nothing to look at, it looks the exact same, so I'm not going to show it. Next, 8 ounces of fat-free cream cheese. Remember, we're keeping it lowest fat as possible, so 8 ounces, so this whole thing into the bowl. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm just going to use the brown sugar and Truvia again. And then we're going to beat this mixture with, of course, beaters, which, you know, is kind of loud, but it has to be done. And then as we beat this mixture together, we're going to fold in a whole tub of fat-free Cool Whip, or whipped topping, which is the generic. So fat-free. And then after that, we're going to pour it on the pie crust and let it chill. All right, guys, I've been beating just the cream cheese, brown sugar, and vanilla extract right here. Now I'm going to fold in this whole thing of Cool Whip. And I'm going to continue to beat it until it's nice and fluffy, and just kind of showing you what it looks like so far. All right, guys, here's the cooled pie crust. It's nice. It's actually solidified pretty nicely after the oven. And then here is the Cool Whip with everything else. That's the delicious fat-free cream cheese and cheesecake masterpiece right there. So now we're gonna fold this into the pie crust, let this chill in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and then we're good to go. And it's time to probably eat the whole damn thing in one serving, like pretty much anyone else would. So here we go. All right, guys, there it is. Right before the refrigeration process. Looks pretty good. So I'm gonna refrigerate this for 2 to 3 hours minimum, and that's about it. So we'll see how this turns out. I already tasted a little bit of the topping. It's really good. Considering that this is pretty much, it's not fat-free completely, obviously, because the low-fat graham cracker crust still has fat. But as far as what's in the inside, it's fat-free. So this is pretty awesome. I think it's definitely really good tasting if you really truly desire a dessert without feeling truly guilty with having tons of fat grams, which usually comes along with just about any good dessert. So pretty awesome. Okay, the cheesecake is set. It's been overnight, and it actually was set enough to where I could cut it out, and it's nice and solid, so it didn't fall apart. It's looks perfect. So the grand total on the cheesecake, the calories and macronutrients, it's around 1,437 calories, 254 grams of carbs,
and only 8 grams of fat, and that's just from the graham cracker pie crust. So for this whole thing, that's not bad, only 8 grams of fat. And we are gonna have this right now. I'm gonna have this for breakfast with my weight gainer shake. So there you have it, guys.